This is meant for anybody who wanna ask question free from me once in a week. I don't see anybody here. My audience is so small that kind of when I do this kind of limitations, it's even more limited when you can find me live. But I want to today talk about coming solar eclipse because we have the eclipse season. The new moon will be in Virgo. We have now had the full moon in Pisces. The Pisces energy is very dreamy-like, and I made this reading last Sunday about it, but because I made for all star signs, practically, as I don't see anybody here, I could start this to do for all star signs little reading. I'm kind of tempted to do that. There is Ethereal. Okay, hi. So cool. I just have put like some readings like a membership because I feel like I wanna focus on the fact like I'm doing now the pickable reading. That's my major, my main interest. So even after this reading is coming, the pickable reading, and these are the piles. This is pile number 1. It's my new drawings. This is pile number 2, and this is the pile number 3. And somehow I have come to conclusion that I don't want to show my face. I just want to focus on the reading. Maybe these kind of readings that I show my hand, I can actually keep for everybody to see. But me personally, I don't want to show my face everywhere. I want to like have a little bit less like face everywhere. Ethereal, I'm having really bad. You came in the right time. I need some guidance. I know I gave you guidance even, I think, last Sunday, but you were not there. But maybe you feel, I think in that reading, I should put that actually available for everybody that I went sign by sign. They were very interesting readings, and you all were very beautiful cards. I think everybody can feel kind of this dense eclipse season energy. The card in Tarot connected to eclipse season is a Tower card, and we have had this kind of Tower moments, this kind of things in USA, what has happened, all this kind of like a Mars, very warlike situations when somebody's killed or somebody's attacked. This is very much like the Tower card, that something is put to the ground, something that was all going well. For example, Charlie Kirk was all preaching and speaking very much like his truth. It's like not everybody has to agree, but like it's good to have this kind of conversation, and he was giving that. And then he's killed. Like the message is really like, oh my God, I cannot say anything. I will be judged. So Ethereal, I watched that, but this is something different. Tell me now this thing, because I have actually thought like today in this reading, I just will hear what the audience have in the heart. So just, I will pick one question at least from the audience. I think that's what these times need, that just to be present and make this kind of reading that can help. And maybe I find this week time to make all this solar eclipse related sign readings, because it's a different when new moon in Virgo is very organized, is this kind of like a Marie Kondo style energy, and Pisces was completely this dreamy energy. So we are having this almost like a new school year, put everything in order kind of solar eclipse coming, like that's like the energy highlighted, Virgo energy. What is saying? Ethereal, my family is very dysfunctional, and my parents, they are match made in hell, if you would say, and my dream is on the verge of getting crushed. Yes, very sounds bad. They are not willing to support me and fighting among themselves. Yeah, this it is bad if you cannot like find like the argument can it almost like in this Charlie Kirk, it made me think so much like how arguments should argue, not people. Like people, whatever is ideology is anyway thoughts, and thoughts can always change. It's almost like this kind of psychic storm, like who are you listening to, who is influencing you. Thoughts can always change, but people, the family things, everything is very heartfelt stuff. Like whatever is this values in the family. It's very complicated thing why people argue, but the point is like people should have a safe space to express what they need to express, and that's healing. So BDJ, as I can answer one question, are you a furry? What that means? You have to explain it more what furry means. Okay, Ethereal, I fear I have literally no one by my side and I'm financially not stable and it's support which they are not willing to give. Yes, what is the furry? She's not a furry, she's a tarot reader. What is a furry? I'm from Finland, I live in Belgium, I'm 47 years old. I happen to not know what the furry even means. Does it mean that you have a pet? I had a hamster, but hamsters live 2 years, so mine died last year. I'm planning to get a new hamster, but if I do, I will put it on this tarot deck again, because in the past, my James Bond hamster was very faithful tarot reader as well, and it was always hanging out in the. I made it kind of safe. I had no candles then on my desk, for example, but I put all kind of snacks and so on. But furry, what is that? Wait, furry. I say furry is referred to some weird people that are into humanoid furry creatures. Okay, I don't even pronounce this. No, my God. Okay. So yeah, it's kind of weird. Okay, so I'm into normal pets and I love animals for the reason that they actually have a heart. We are all mammals, and you can really feel the unconditional love from any pet you are having. So hanging out with a pet is a very good way to get heart-centered, understand what true love is, and like be in this kind of happy space. So having a dog, having a cat, having a hamster, anything, spending time with this animal can really be good for your heart. To remember you are also a mammal that cares and feels. We are not robots. Yes. Okay. But yes, this is not a place to talk about SAX other than I have here crystals that I take, and if there is sacral chakra, that energy is connected to sexuality and creativity. So I do have here a how you call that deck? It's like a fantastic erotic fantasy tarot deck. So if I pick your question, you get that crystal. Yes, you might get that kind of cards. A little bit more sex side. What animals you saw? There you saw these animals or these animals. These are just kind of intuitively. I wanted to put like spirit animals here. So now for Ethereal, let's start answering your question. Ethereal, her guidance is good. That's why I'm here. I don't watch tarot readings normally. Okay, so Ethereal, I'm gonna take your crystal and you can say more. What is your like a question? I really love that you got this Halloween tarot deck because it's just a funny cards even. And the advice card you will get this one, Alchemy. Unknown Alchemy. I have 8 here because the 8th one is my own deck. But so these are indicating just possible spirit animal for you, that is this furry cat with the 6th sense. So cats could be something good for you, Ethereal. But your question about your family, what is exactly? Because yes, like BDG, she's not just random tarot lady on YouTube, not your kinky furry enthusiast. Oh my God. Yes, you everybody project their own things to other people. Yes, if you're used to see some furry ladies, then you see them everywhere. I'm not one of them, so it's good that is clear now. I'm just wanting to help you and possibly heal your traumas. So Ethereal say, okay, I don't have any support. I fear they might stand as obstacles in the way of achieving my dream and I'm completely by myself. Is it inevitable? I think you need to have like the Celtic cross, because that's showing your situation. And I think that is the best thing I think about to show this kind of crossroad where you are and what is going on around you, so you get more clear. So maybe take the advice in the end. Let's start showing this situation. Ethereal. I've given you so many readings, but I feel like the person who has, let's say, good question, this can help other people who don't even have voice as much as you, who doesn't dare to ask. You dare to even ask this question. Am I gonna have the same fate as my mother? Her dreams were crushed, and let's say we are living terrible. Okay, you wanna see the future. Then I think, okay, then we go to a little bit more other. I could show you the current situation with the Celtic cross. I'm gonna show you this maiden mother crown Hecate, because that's totally a crossroad that gives you different kind of female wisdom. So I think you need to see that kind of future even that's coming. Of course, you can make your choices. This is just giving you the little view. So I have to feel the cards. I'm like, I really have to focus here. I have to feel the cards for Ethereal. So maiden is this. The mother's advice on here is this. Crown. And the direct Hecate message. Now I'm taking also this. You got third eye chakra, this totally this kind of dreamy energy. When Ethereal say, I am a maladaptive daydreamer. If you are able to see clear dream in the night, it means you see clear during a day. So hopefully my reading give you this kind of clarity that you start to see clear. This one. And even remember your dream, because if you heal this third eye chakra, this happens. You are really able to like see clear and have this kind of visions. So let's see, maiden vow. It's very Queen of Pumpkins. This is anyway like a safe base. You are talking like you don't have it for some reason. How is that possible? This is talking about like a very, let's say, good girl. So whatever it is, it shows this kind of grounded queen who just want to nurture and grow things. And this is coming that you have learned even in your youth to be this kind of grounded person. Maybe in your family you happen to be anyway somebody who have the feet on the ground still. You are like focused on what you want to like grow and nurture, like any good woman as they garden, and they are like a nurturing it, like giving the love and cherishing stuff they take care about. So it's a very beautiful thing, but maybe is here to show that you have to remember this kind of gardener mentality, that things grow in time. This is in your youth. Somehow the base is good. So mother is almost this moment. It's give the sun card is upside down. I don't always read upside down. In this case, I think it's important because as this is the most happiest card in tarot, like things are happening, it is showing that like if maiden thing is nurturing mother, now the nurturing mother position is advising you like there is some kind of joy that is lost because it's upside down. Like this is happy as like a happy inner child. Something is wrong now with that. In the future, okay, everything went upside down. Interesting. Like only thing that was going straight. Maybe I have to take it like that, because only thing that was going well was what happened in your youth, that you have a strong base. But then it goes like like upside down. Couldn't verify this stuff. The future is showing this kind of energy that this is very like a giving, like or receiving, and then a new chapter in your life. But those things are indeed upside down. So you feel like you are not receiving the support, and you feel indeed that you cannot start new. And then Hekate's advice is really, the money is the issue here. It's upside down. The money issue is usually it's almost like understand this kind of balance of how you balance things in life, what you got, and you keep them moving. This person is like dancing here, but it's upside down, so there is like a stagnancy coming here. So this is showing you like, indeed, these are stuff that are hindering your growth. But the strength is in your youth. I don't know what is there that is such a, like a strong mother. Is it your mother that been always supportive for you before? So what is say? Prasant Sarma say, hey, so let's verify now this. This all came upside down. So indeed, the situation look gloomy, that you feel like you don't have this kind of fresh. So you got advice card, and that's unknown alchemy, and you got blood. So this is vitality. I know that I can read this whole text to you, but usually this could give to all surrounding cards vitality, because you need that to get things done in life. And maybe the stagnancy is really like you feel like you are like you're like freezed in this situation. So she's not being supportive. I'm her last favorite. I have no 2 older siblings. What is that? Who has been this mother character then to you? Who has, because this is a positive person. This is like a very good mother figure. Has it been a grandma? There is somebody who is this mother figure that has been for you. But what is that then for you? Maybe it's not the classic mother. Or is it meaning that you had to be yourself, taking this kind of responsibility early on to be this kind of like a queen who nurtures everything? Okay, I start reading this unknown alchemy because this is your advice. Maybe it's you, but it is Spirit wanted to show you that you have all it takes to be good, to get things beautifully growing. But then we have here this feeling of stagnancy, like this is coming from this moment forward. It's really about the money, and that kind of stops you. I don't get along with anyone, mostly women older or younger or the same age as me. There is something to heal here, definitely, but we can now for sure give this blood advice. What is that? You didn't say what you're gonna study. That, don't know if this is anything to relate to that, but the pulse, physicality, the body. Have no fear of the blood card. It indicates a remembrance of the vital mammalian nature of our existence. Drop by drop, this sacred elixir reminds us that we are alive, not merely thinking beings, but being beings. When blood is the prima material in the laboratory, the alchemist uses the physical body as the starting point, building a relationship to the container that houses the spirit. Through the limbs, the organs, the cells, we witness the miracle of the life, one heartbeat at a time. Eventually, the alchemist naturally partakes in practices that support and nourish blood's life-giving nature. We learn to honor and protect it. In alchemy, red is the color of vitality and radiance. With this card, you dropped into the vital realm. Sing the body's praises. And The blood cards brings value to entire reading. When it's present, it is if all the other cards come alive and begin to grow. There is this growth in the sense of if the plant is growing with the water, we need to have our like a, let's say, blood oxygenated and so on. And somehow there is now some thing about not feeling that anything moves, you know. So nothing about study. I want to pursue a career. Yes, something I've been dreaming about since I was a kid. I think I have to verify this because this one card like this can be really complicated to understand. Show me again, because this is the advice from the youth, advice from mother, and the grown future, and the Hecate, and they were coming upside down. So what is that issue there? Well, maybe these are just shadow stuff that you have to deal with before they let you go. Let's see, what is it? Queen of Pentacle. Is the mother for Ethereal. Now show the future. Any kind of thing we need to know more. And advice from Hecate, why is this? Okay, second round. Okay, so this is really seeing the visions and being ambitious. So not just that it's like a person who is wanting to nurture, there is really like a having this kind of very ambitious mind that yes, I'm gonna grow this pumpkin, I'm gonna get big stuff in my life. It's kind of, let's say, youthful energy in the sense like you have been, often when we are young, we are very positive about, like, it's right thing when you have dreams, like, yes, you can get amazing stuff happen. And there has been this kind of view on your life that you can. So am I doomed? What do you think personally? I want to see more because you have not told me like also I cannot like just knowing you, I have to trust the cards. So the mother is, so there is the emperor. There's some kind of daddy energy here. Very much like a leadership energy. So interesting, this mother position show the daddy energy. So this is like a heart like a structure, like a framing things. Maybe those limitations you got, is that the thing? That is very, very like a without feelings. No one has been there for me, literally. No one. It feels like I'm all by myself, but there's one person that gives me hope. Past lover, I let him willingly. Something about this dad energy here that is very authoritative and very like a patriarchal style. Judging, possibly like a little bit like this Aries style energy can be really about your identity, who you are. And it's well, this is the happiest card in tarot. Upside down is almost like you are not enough, and somebody in your family maybe that's the whole point, coming to say you like, I don't know, that there's this kind of leader energy, really like a highlight at this emperor, that it's like clear boundaries, like this is how you do it. I know my dad is Aries, and he has been very strict about, when I was younger, like who is even my boyfriend. There has been like a lot of like let's say judgment about that, like, okay, this, you cannot be with this guy because he has a hole in the shirt, for example. Like, it's just like a silly thing, but like a judgment comes very fast, like that's not right for my girl. It's like there's something here about the dad, what possibly a dad is saying. Ethereal, this past lover, we are both water signs. He's Cancer, Julie baby, and he's autistic, and he's probably 21. Anyway, let's see if this is that past lover, because that is, yeah, let me see. Future, it's standing your ground. So it is talking about you have to set, maybe it's coming to the same fact that you have to take the leadership of your life. Be like, you have to be this kind of dad you never had, maybe, or like you have to be that kind of person who leads your life. This person is standing the ground and is like, this far I got and I will go. Like it's almost like this kind of personal fight. But yeah, it's not easy because there seem to be really like yeah, you don't got much, but you still keep going. But it's very beautiful. Like once is always about passion and purpose. And the future is still like you are gonna fight about what you believe, who you are, and so on. But this Aries energy asks you really to question who you are. Who you are is being. The being is attracting the things. So everything comes from who you are. Maybe it's wanting to say, like, if you feel now like a less of joy or something, you have to find that kind of strong self, because you need that. If you didn't have a strong dad, you kind of need to be that for yourself. I see it that way. Like that's what is needed. It's possible there is this authority figure also challenging you, but in the future you are being this kind of person who sets the boundaries. Like, this is okay and this is not. But you are standing your ground, what you want and who you are. So I'm gonna tell you something I haven't told anyone, and I usually tell the story. I only tell the good things. Is polygamy, you know, people that prefer multiple partners, which is what made me leave the relationship, and he's mentally troubled too. He's been instanced many times. I understand him took a lot on me. Yes. It is hard, maybe, that it's your values are maybe challenged by somebody putting their values. You are not maybe polygamy, but somebody is, and then you are still caring about them, and it's like, okay, that's not me, but I care about this person. But then it's important indeed to set the boundary, like, this is who I am and I'm not, like, maybe this is a little bit like sleeping with all kind of monsters, but there's all kind of people that feels unsafe. But here is like, this is who I am. I want this kind of rules and stuff in my, and it's okay to say that, you know. Understanding is a high form of intimacy, but if somebody is not having same values as you, how can you be then just pleasing somebody to the point that you lose yourself, you know? Like, I have been offered also this kind of polygamy in my life, and I said no to that. I like, that's not me. Like, I'm not, like, somebody might be really charming, going to date with a guy and saying like, you could be one of my 3 lovers. I could I could include you to this circle. As like, no, thank you. Like, this is not who I am. Like, it is just, somebody can be charming, but you have to remember who you are. You cannot just like be something you are not, you know. That causes definitely a problem if you do that. Yes, but I love him very much because he's been there for me, and I think deep down that's not what he stands up for. He's alone like me, abandoned by his parents. Yes, I think in this point, there's really coming this masculine energy, like a boundary setting. Something needs to be said about that, your boundaries, like what is healthy and what is not. And it should not be negative conversation. Boundary setting is almost like the first conversation one should have in a relationship. So it is actually the safest thing to do early in the relationship, to ask all kind of things like, what is the how you call it, like a killing this relationship, what is the deal breaker for you, And it might be for you that somebody is seeing other people, but the other person would not think so, but you cannot handle that. And then you have to just honor those kind of boundaries that you set. And I never told him my worries, that I don't like what he's into and what I want it to be just as I was scared that he was gonna hurt me. Yes, but that is, I think you cannot like become a people pleaser to the point that they like use you like a carpet, like they just step on you and do whatever they want. Like you are the person who make your home safe. You are like, really, the cards show that you are really this kind of good wife type. Like anybody would be lucky to have you. So start to value the spirit see in you, because there is huge like a here, the ships are coming in, big visions and very ambitious. Maybe this whole question started from your fact like you don't get supported for the ambitious things you want to do in life and what is happening. But there is definitely something about the boundaries in here, that those basic safe kind of environment has to be established. Maybe the money, food, house, all this is the base, and after that you can go higher, you know. Ethereal, but he and I have a lot, and I mean lot in common, and only he could understand what I'm going through. And today I wanted to seek his help. Understand this kind of, let's look soon into this kind of, I think just a little to say, like, you might like this kind of true love reading that I have today coming, big couple reading 7 o'clock. There is a pile number 1 is this kind of couple, pile number 2 is this kind of couple, pile number 3 is this kind of couple that is relieved in the reading what they are. But they are like a twin flame. Mikä on, River? Miksi tuli? Ai sinutko? Voi ei. Oh, I have to stop because my ex is on the door. I will catch up later. Sorry about this, but I really have to stop this reading. Oh my god. Didn't know he's coming.